Hey guys, today we are going to learn how to create or how to draw just a path inside our Python library, Python matplotlib, and it's going to be just a shape or a path that starts from one point and ends at another, a closed path actually, in the XY coordinates. So it's going to be a two-dimensional path. And to do so, first of all, you need to open the text editor or whatever editor you are using, and you need to import 2 or 3 libraries: the path the path class and the patches. Actually, we are not going to use that in this class, but later on we might use it. And the pyplot, which is the most important one, so that we can show the figure on the screen. So first of all, what you need to do is to use the subplots function, and what the subplot function does, or subplots function does, is that it lets you create many shapes or many draws on the same window, so that you can, instead of just creating one shape, for example this shape, you can create a square and a circle and many other shapes in the same graph. So that's why you might want to use the subplots. So let's create it. First of all, you need to use the fig or figure, and also the first shape or the second shape. The first shape that I'm gonna name it is AX, and it's gonna be equal to plot and then subplots. And the reason why we use the figure or fig is that we are creating more than one plot on the same window. But actually, in this tutorial, we are going only to create one plot, but this is just if you later on you want to create another plot on the same window or on the same canvas. And the second thing that we need to do or specify is the path class. We need to call that class statically, I think. So I would create another variable, and I'm going to call it path. It's going to be equal to mPath, and we call the path statically, I think. And now we create the points that we want to connect. So for example, if I want to create a square that starts from point 1, and ends at point 4, I would start from point 1 and then go all the way to point 1 4, sorry, and then it goes from the left side to the right side to the point 4, and then all the way down to point 4, 1. And let's create that array, and this array is going to be named math or path data equals to a list array, and then the points that you want to draw, or to connect, which are 1, and then 1 4, and then 4, and then all the way down to point 4, 1, right? Then what you need to create is that you need to separate the X points and Y points, and to accomplish this you need to use this zip function, the inverse zip, and then you pass the path data, and now you have the X points alone and the Y points alone separated from each other, so that you can draw them on the screen. And I am going to call the plot function now on the ax.plot, and I pass the x and the x's and the y's, and I could also pass up an optional parameter to give the shape a better color, some color and some properties. So I want the shape to be red, and I want the dots, for example the point 1, I want it to be a square or circle. So I would just type O, and then I want the lines to be connected, not dotted, so I would just pass the dash. And finally, I need to call, I could also draw the grid in the background, and to draw the grid you need just to use the grid function, grid. And finally you could just call the plot dot show, and that's it. Let's save and run. And as you can see, we have now a square. It's not connected at the end. I don't know why. It should be actually connected at the end. But yeah, that is pretty much it. As you can see, we can connect these points, and I think the reason why the last one is not connected is we should go from 4 1 to 1 1 back again, right? 1 1. Let's save and run again. And yep, now the square is totally connected, and as you can see, it's thread, and the points are circled. We could change that to square or any other shape. For example, square, I think S for square. Let's run, and yeah, S for square. We could also change this from a connected line to dashed line. Let's save and run, and as you can see, it's now dotted. And of course, you can draw any path you want. It doesn't have to be just a very a path like that, a very easy way. You can connect any point for on the XY coordinates from any point to the other point and create a better shape. And this is actually useful if you are creating or analyzing some shape or some sort of that. So that's it for this tutorial. If you like this tutorial and you want more tutorials, just leave a comment below in the description below the description, and also share, like, and subscribe, and I see you later.